Hello, ladies and gents, boys and girls, people of all ages, sexualities, and identities, and welcome back to another series review. Today's series review is none other than Squid Game. So, what is Squid Game about? Well, Squid Game is about a game that has been set up to pretty much pick on the poorest of society, along with everyone else, to test how far people will really go for money. Each contestant is randomly selected to essentially join the game, but there can only be one victor. The game is set on a remote island in the Pacific somewhere. It is organised by a master and it has some people come to watch it. These people begin to bet with their money on who they believe will win the game. Now, the main player we're introduced to is 456. 456 was the original player who essentially has been playing the game since Season 1. In Season 1, he's introduced to an old man, and by the end of winning the contest in Season 1, he learns that the old man is one of the founders of the whole game, and that he set it up for people to win. However, little does he know that the story of this runs deeper and deeper. After a period of time, by Season 2 and Season 3, 456 finds himself back in the game. But this time he's doing everything he can, not necessarily to save his own life, to hopefully manage to save those in the game. But after a mass hysteria outbreak and people not trusting him, he finds it hard to conquer what's essentially a barrier of people who believe that he is a liar. Eventually, by the end of Season 3, 456 sadly dies after saving the child of one of the contestants. Now, quickly backtracking, Squid Game is an interesting one because the way it starts is that a random guy in a suit turns up to a train station or just people's businesses, and he has two cards, and he pretty much gets them chuck it on the floor and slap each other. The other interesting thing about Squid Game is the fact that all of the games are based off of children's games. One of the most deadliest games in Squid Game is the biscuit challenge, in which a contestant must be able to break the biscuit without destroying the shape. Another one of the deadly games is that all contestants must run across the room without being seen moving. A kind of Granny's footsteps, or what's the time, Mr. Wolf. The guy going round trying to recruit people for the game also has a bit of a tangent at one point when he goes off and pretty much starts giving people food or a game slip. The people who deny the food eventually see the consequences of their ways as he breaks up the food in the street in front of them. One person on the outside tries to track the guy who's hunting down people to go in the game, but they find themselves being beaten up, and they never quite fully get to who's at the bottom of it. Meanwhile, elsewhere, a detective who has found out about the games is trying to hunt down the big main boss, but when he gets to the island, he gets there too late and finds that most of the rooms have been destroyed and all evidence of the games themselves. The last words of 456 are "We are not horses," which is very symbolic to the idea that the human beings in this game have been treated like cattle. Squid Games ends off with a bit of a cliffhanger where we find out that the games aren't just being played in one country. They seem to be global now, and they seem to be building up and up and up to a bigger franchise. So, what did I think of Squid Game in general? It's a great story. It's very engaging. It has you gripped every single second. And for that reason, I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next series review. Until then, goodbye, stay beautiful, and have an incredible day.